Welcome to everyone who has joined us tonight to celebrate the Friends of Trees Award winners for 2021 to 2022. The Tree Commission is privileged to encourage Fairfax County residents to become champions of our fragile urban forest, and it is our joy to recognize the efforts of those who have undertaken this work with a passion and effort that truly makes a difference. Who are the Friends of Trees? Awardees are tree champions who design and undertake a project to protect and preserve existing trees and associated habitats, plant more trees, or educate others about how trees benefit our quality of life. All projects must use natural landscaping principles and regionally appropriate native species and must implement tree maintenance best practices. Nominees fall into one of several categories: an individual who has provided extraordinary unpaid leadership in conceiving and implementing a tree-related project, a nonprofit group or business such as Scouts or other youth groups or clubs, friends of groups, faith communities, HOAs or citizens associations, or county agencies and or facilities. For-profit companies are also encouraged to apply. These include large corporations, property management companies, commercial nurseries, landscaping contractors, and residential and commercial developers. Now, let's take a closer look at our 2021-2022 winners. One of our individual winners is Kathy Ledeck, who has worked on behalf of our urban forest for more than 20 years. Her nomination is unique in that she met every criteria for an award winner. She spearheaded multiple tree conservation projects, implemented many tree planting projects, particularly in the Mount Vernon district, and has been an unceasing advocate for trees by providing ongoing educational testimony to our elected officials. Among many other conservation activities, Kathy has served on the boards of the Friends of Huntley Meadows Park and the Northern Virginia Audubon Society. She has also served as president of her HOA, as a member of the Mount Vernon District Environmental Committee, and on the Fairfax County Tree Commission. Kathy has received multiple awards for her efforts, including the Federation of Fairfax County Citizens Association's 2018 Citizen of the Year, Fairfax County's 2019 Environmental Excellence Award, and the Fairfax County Park Authority's Sally Ormsby Environmental Stewardship Award for 2020. Thank you, Kathy, for your many years of championing trees. Washington Irving Middle School in the Springfield District planted 25 trees on school grounds. This was the only school awardee that partnered with another group in the project. A big shout out to Girl Scout Nation's Capital Troop 5532 and its leader, Kelly Wevley. The troop, with many students as members, took on all tree planting responsibilities and as a result, receives its own Friends of Trees Award. Congratulations to this ongoing partnership between the Fairfax County Public Schools and Urban Forest Management for showing us all how to successfully plant more trees, as well as inspire tree champions of the future. The Commission is delighted to recognize the Great Falls Citizens Association in the Drainesville District for its thorough survey of all trees more than 12 inches diameter at breast height along Georgetown Pike. Back in 1974, the General Assembly designated the Pike as a Virginia Historic and Scenic Byway. The area along the roadway has large swaths of urban forest, with many trees that are more than 150 years old. The association had documented the removal of many roadside trees that clearly seemed to be in the Virginia Department of Transportation right-of-way, also known as VDOT. But there appeared to be no up-to-date information on tree locations. So, led by President Bill Canis and the heads of the Environment and Parks and Land Use and Zoning Committees, the association got to work. Beginning in early 2022, more than 12 volunteers measured 129 mature trees within 20 feet of a 12-mile length of the Pike. They submitted a data report with GPS coordinates to VDOT. The goals were to show authorities where developers may not remove trees and to help VDOT monitor tree health and safety. The location of mature trees in the right-of-way is critical, and the survey serves as a model project that can be used where rapid population growth fuels development pressure. Our trees and communities owe a huge debt of gratitude to the Great Falls Citizens Association for their excellent work. It is very exciting to award an HOA for its extensive conservation program, and kudos go to the Loft Ridge Homeowners Association in the Franconia District. Many private HOAs own a considerable amount of land that can be used for planting, but they often battle invasives to help preserve the trees already growing on their property. The Loft Ridge HOA went big. Led by the Conservation Committee, it hired an arborist and tree company to inventory resources and establish a design and plan, and it committed to a 3 to 4 year implementation. While the focus during 2018 to 2020 was intensive invasive vine and shrub removal, the apex of the project occurred in 2021 to 2022 when the HOA planted 54 native trees and shrubs. Implementing best management practices in tree maintenance has produced high survival rates. The Conservation Committee, led by Christopher Bodner and Renee Grebe, has worked with the HOA board to continue its support and financial investment, and it continues to provide educational outreach to residents, encouraging them to fight invasives and plant natives on their own properties. Thank you, Loft Ridge HOA, for providing a terrific model for other HOAs throughout the county so they can also become champions of our urban forest. Megan McCullough and David Malone of Stantec Consulting designed a stream restoration project for the county's stormwater planning department. Located in the Holland Hills area of the Mount Vernon district, the project covered the time frame from 2016 to 2023 and was mostly completed by June 2022. This was the largest and most comprehensive project submitted for this award, and it offers best management practices for future stream restoration work. An inventory identified healthy, mature trees and led to immediate design modifications. For example, some of the plan design was relocated to areas where invasives had already killed trees. Another part of the successful design was an aggressive invasive removal effort. As the plan developed, it implemented extraordinary tree protections for healthy mature trees, including trenchless erosion control, limited root pruning, tree planking, and armoring. Tree save areas now dot this completed linear project. Where trees could not be preserved, snags, habitat logs, and root balls were left in place to preserve and enhance forest dynamics. This snapshot from the design shows an example of the incredible attention to detail in protecting just one of the many large, healthy, mature trees in the project areas. Structural tree protection reminders for these trees existed throughout the construction period. Megan and Dan's design incorporated innovative practices such as using fern plug pockets along the stream banks, as well as focusing on native plantings. When the project is finished, more than 1,000 woody stems will have been installed, along with extensive use of native seed mix. The planting density exceeds Fairfax Public Facilities Manual standards. Next, we honor individual winners Margaret Fisher and Heidi Allen, co-founders of Tree Rescuers, a tree preservation program supported by Plant Nova Natives and Plant Nova Trees. We were delighted to receive 2 separate nominations for this dynamic duo. The Tree Rescuers program is designed to educate the public about how invasive vines threaten and ultimately kill trees in our urban forest. One part of the program is to educate volunteers to gather data about endangered trees. A survey of 3,916 acres of residential and non-residential land shows at least 32,597 trees are threatened. The Tree Rescuers program also trains volunteers on how to remove invasive vines and how to share this information with others via printed information and conversations with neighbors. Those trained have permission in both county parks and on VDOT right-of-ways to cut, not pull, invasive vines. These photos show some of the work of removing species like English ivy, Japanese wisteria, oriental bittersweet, porcelain berry, and others that are rapidly killing vulnerable trees. The tree at the bottom was toppled by English ivy. By the last day of the year, tree rescuers exceeded their 2022 goal of saving 6,000 trees, with the new goal of saving 8,000 more in 2023. Margaret and Heidi, thank you for your vision and your persistence in attempting to defeat this tree preservation challenge. The Commission is delighted to highlight the work of several county schools in partnership with the Urban Forest Management Division's tree planting program. All 5 projects that were nominated received an award. Each school had slightly different circumstances, but all of the projects used best management practices for planting, mulching, and maintenance. Tree locations were chosen to improve stormwater runoff, maximize shade to improve heat island effects, and provide the ongoing irrigation critical for survival. Each project was incorporated into the school's curriculum and lesson plans, but most importantly, each included a student hands-on planting experience to support stewardship, confidence in physical abilities, and a sense of personal accomplishment. Overseen by Urban Forest Management Division's Hugh Whitehead, this has become a successful model that can be replicated in other venues. Each application included a list of native trees to be planted, an aerial site plan, and specifics about the project. At Fort Hunt Elementary School in the Mount Vernon District, Principal Tim Slater and Assistant Principal Katie Plunkey led the students in the ambitious goal of planting 32 trees on the school grounds. Students at Greenbrier West Elementary School in the Sully District, led by Principal Andrew Blunt, planted 38 trees on the school grounds by the end of the spring and fall 2022 planting seasons. Students at Justice High School in the Mason District were led by Sharon Ponton, staff sponsor of the Ecology Club, and the school's Eco Club members in planting 23 trees. Particular attention was given to reducing the heat island effect of the parking lots and outdoor asphalt game areas on the campus. Walt Whitman Middle School is the second school in the Mount Vernon District to partner on a tree planting program. Led by STEAM resource teacher Latasha Watson, biology teacher Jessica Fish, and after-school specialist Chris Tippins, students have planted 33 trees on school grounds. Congratulations to all the Friends of Trees Award winners. We hope you will share your experiences and success with others and recruit more residents and organizations to follow your amazing example. Thank you for leading the way on how to become champions of our county's urban forest.